Hey everybody, welcome to America's Got Podcast. This is Cody. It's just me again, and I'm afraid I have to start the show off with some bad news. GJ has decided to leave the show because he's having a pretty busy summer, and there's a lot of conflicts, a lot going on, and we just couldn't really make it work. So thanks a lot to GJ for being on the first 3 episodes, and you'll be missed, I guess, on the show or whatever. As for the status of the show, I don't have anyone else to host it with, so if you are at all interested in hosting the show, let me know. The email is agtcast@gmail.com, I believe. Or alternatively, if you don't want to do that, but you want me to continue to do the show by myself until I can find someone else, then also let me know that, because right now I'm not sure, with the lack of feedback and this thing not really taking off, then I'm going to continue. So if you want to hear more of the show, please let me know. I'm going to do an episode right now, because, if anyone is out there to hear it, or just to cap off the auditions on this program here. But yeah, after this, if I don't hear anyone, I'm probably going to close the show on Libsyn, and I don't know if that's going to delete everything, but if it does, it'll be on YouTube, and I'll probably mirror it on Stitcher and Google Play as that is, just to keep it up there. So, yeah, thanks for this. Thanks for the first 5 episodes, everyone. So, yeah, please write in. Okay, so here's my review of auditions week 6. We started. I did take notes this time, but some of these I'm unclear on who they even are, and I couldn't really find anything online either. So sorry. We started off with Jackie Lee. I don't know who that is, but no from me. Then we had Sam Amos, who I guess was the butt reader. I don't know if this was supposed to be funny or not, but it wasn't, so no. We had Emily, who was horrible, and I guess she only got 3 no's somehow. Then we had Cody the Twirler. First yes of the night, I guess. I wasn't blown away. Look, the thing that everyone needs to understand about this is that the twirling that most high school twirlers can do is actually very impressive if you've never paid attention, and this wasn't really a whole lot better. So, yeah, if you've never seen high school twirling, pay attention next time you can, because they do cool stuff like this. You can see it everywhere. Not that any of those people aren't talented, but I would not put Cody through because not that special. And also, does Cirque du Soleil even have twirling? I've never heard of such a thing. I think his dream might be dead before it even begins, honestly. I liked how Simon said this was the first 4 Yes act today. It was cool that he fed him that information. So anyway, yeah, I wouldn't put him through. Then we had Just Us. I don't know how Mel recognized this song because the instrumental they had was different than the real rhythm of All About That Bass. Anyway, they got a no. I'd give them a no. Then Alan and Josh came, who were beatboxing. I thought it was super cool, and it made me laugh. And I wish I would have turned down the audience sound because I didn't know. I could barely hear him. So, not good mixing. Worse than SNL. They did go through. I give them a yes myself. Then Heidi and Simon had like a war over dance groups. I guess that was all there was to that. Then we got to the Outlaws, and their lazy costumes were great. They, in that and their whole act, they had an energy that I really liked of being well put together to be loose. The music editing was horrible. I'm sure this will improve as they go on. And I thought this would be a good Golden Buzzer act. You know, if Mel said no, I was confident that Nick was going to come out and slam that thing. Because they were pretty divisive, but the judges who liked him really did like him, and they were a quality act. So I would have been good for that. And then Simon told Heidi, "Darling, you like bananas and I like apples," which was pretty weird. But anyway, they went through, and I would give them a yes myself also. Then there was Daniel Joyner, and I liked how in his intro he said, "I cannot wait to do this." He seemed actually excited about just giving that one performance and not really concerned with, what it all means or if there's anything wrong with that. But I liked how he seemed to really want to do it for himself, and he was having fun with it. Everyone was all grossed out by his lack of performing experience. I don't know what was up with that. Yeah. Anyway, I thought this song sounded like a Christmas song. So there's that. On my notes, I drew a graph of performance energy over time, and it's basically just a straight line going up at like 45 degrees. So I liked his energy, and he had a good voice, and I liked him as a person. Just give him a yes. I would give him a yes. Then we had John Bernhardt, and as he was doing his intro thing, I was like, oh my god, is he going to do extreme math? And I thought that'd be pretty cool. Like, do some Rain Man type stuff. Why not? So this was talent, but really not entertainment, and I didn't like it that much. And I think Heidi has really been coming out this season as the most level-headed one, or at the very least, the harshest judge. So she did give him a no to that guy, and through the whole thing, we never learned what that instrument was called, which was pretty weird. Not great exposition there. Then we had Silas Veta, and I really liked the physics effects they had. The background reminded me of Super Smash Brothers. And, it wasn't the best projector act that we've seen, but I would give them a yes. Anyway, then we had Moya Angela, and she had a great voice right off the bat. And as this was happening, I was like, this better not be the frickin' last Golden Buzzer, a singer that comes out with a powerful voice and gets standing ovations. I mean, I couldn't have been more bored with that, so I was really hoping that it wasn't, and, it wasn't, and we'll get to the actual Golden Buzzer later, but yeah. She had a clear and powerful voice, but I'm not into the style. Just put her through, I give her a no. Then we have the Passing Zone. These guys were briefly following us on Twitter at one point, but those days are gone. I liked how every item that they were juggling was different. That was rad. It was a really cool trick. I liked it a lot. It was mostly banter, and it was a short act, which I thought was a good formula for an audition, and just put him through. I'd absolutely put him through. This is great. Then we had Stephen Brundage, and I didn't think we were going to get to see him solve the Rubik's Cubes at first as he was going through his act, but I'm glad that we did. Because it's cool. It's a cool thing to incorporate. And I guess you only need to memorize 2 sides to match the whole cube, so that's just something to note about his, matching of Simon's cube, which is very cool. I would love to see. Well, I just love this act. I love this Rubik's Cube fanatic. Now he has like some sort of roller skater spinning a woman, and it was weird but pretty cool. Then we had this comedian doing Disney jokes that have been done to death, and then we had Sly, which I was wondering, was that an Iggy Azalea song she was doing, or was it a Nicki Minaj song, or was it her own song? I don't know. I think she could be the next Iggy Azalea, and that's not a compliment. I just put her through. I would give her a no. Then we had R.L. Bell. I really liked the ooh scene he did when he was moving his head back and forth. That was great. It's so funny, so charming. This guy is having so much fun on stage, and I'm not a fan of R&B this smooth, but this guy is a comet. And, to him I would just say, do not decorny yourself ever, because that is the best part of your act. By far. Then the freaking Golden Buzzer was the last act again. Blech. This was Dorothy Williams. She was getting introduced. She had a whole thing with Nick. I put together a little shipper video of them on our YouTube channel. I'll put in the show notes. Nick is such a liar. He was like, 1 million people are watching you right now. They're not. And the live shows have not started. Even though she will be going to the live shows for some inexplicable reason. She was the last act of all auditions. When I saw this, I was like, did Nick just save his Golden Buzzer too long? Like, what happened? I don't understand. The way they put it together made it seem like the audience loved this Golden Buzzer decision. I don't know. I thought this was real dumb. Complete waste of time, but, at least it's not a singer, ? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. This is a weird way to end the night. And then we got a preview next week with some horrible guest judges. Each one made me sadder than the last. There's no Piers Morgan, no Howard Stern. Come on, AGT, NBC, what are you doing? Is this the tyranny of Simon Cowell in play? I don't know. But I would like... that's kind of our last shot to get them back on, probably. So that's disappointing. Anyway, looking back on the season, there were very few Nick interruptions during these auditions, which was cool. Nick's a good host. He's a pro. He's good at what he does, but those interruptions are kind of annoying. The promo said we have 2 Golden Buzzers next week also. I guess that means... Well, I said 2 Golden Buzzers in total, so I'm assuming that doesn't mean that 2 of the guest judges didn't use them, but just that we're getting 2 next week. So I don't know. We're Tuesdays and Wednesdays now, folks. Which brings us to the next thing. JJ and I were going to do this thing where we built like a team of acts that are in the show that we thought would get like the farthest, and whoever had the farthest scoring team wins, like fantasy AGT, I guess. So as we had this recap episode, I wrote down a number from 1 to 10 of how likely I think that any particular act would go through. So if you want to know anyone's number, just ask me and I'll tell you, I guess. But I made a list of the first string of acts and a second string also, so I'll just let you know, I guess, and then we can see how it turns out at the end. My number 1 pick was Sal Valentinetti because this guy is the whole package and then some. And he has a great voice, a great personality, great stage presence. He is the feel-good star of the summer. And he has a better voice than Landau. And he's emerged as a clear winner much earlier. So I think he has a very good shot. Now, my second choice was Gary Sloddick because he's doing what Uzier could only dream of. And Uzier was a complete sympathy vote, but this guy can show the world how it's really done. My third pick was Tapeface because this guy is a proven talent, and he's been doing his thing for years and has gotten 5-star reviews like crazy. His humor gets much deeper than what we've seen, and I can't wait to see more. My fourth pick was Nathan Boxstaller because he's the tiny Rick of America's Got Talent, and people are loving this kid, and his adorableness will get him very far. And my final first string choice was DJ Dimmers. It's very comedian filled. But look at how far Drew Lynch got, and move it up a few places because this guy's seriously funny. And my second string Max I pick were the Clairvoyance Russian Bar Trio, Sophie Dossi, Grace Vanderwall, and Laura Breton. So that's it for this episode, and maybe for the show. So thanks to all of you for listening, for real. And yeah.